talking mess with Ness. Put on my seat, that's my mission.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Vanessa Ness, and we're back with Talking Mess with Ness. I have my wonderful man here, host Benji Promos.
What's going on?
So now, y'all, we got a great guest here. He's like a jack of all trades. He's a music producer, recording artist, and a fashion designer. Corey Ether, how you doing?
What's happening, y'all? Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for having us.
Thank y'all for having me.
Okay.
For real, thank y'all for having me. Yeah, it's been a long time in the making, man. Benji and I, we've been trying to do this interview for some years now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it's like every time I'm like, yeah, let's do it, because I have every intention of doing it.
Man.
So I was like, it's Sunday. This is my self-care day. You know what I mean? I took myself on a date this morning. I went and saw a movie and had some nachos. They was whack and expensive. But I washed the car today. I was feeling okay. And I was like, we gonna do the interview today. You know what I mean? So we here.
Yes, sir. That's a bet. That's a bet. It's your boy Benji Promos. I'm here with Corey Ether and Vanessa Ness. You know what's up. So let's talk some mess. Mr. Ether.
What's up, man?
We heard that you dropped a new project, new album, Ether. Correct? Correct. And that's also
correct.
the gear that you're wearing today. So some questions from that album, though.
Okay.
Now, I see that you got some certain songs on there that are pertainingly letting you know that you're unapologetic. You will get rid of somebody if necessary.
They'll get rid of themselves, right?
That's true. Okay. And then also, they might miss out on something, so don't miss your ticket. You know
Don't miss your beat.
Don't miss it. And then also that you have in your bag. So you got things that's always, man, like Dora the Explorer. You always in your bag.
It's what pays the bills.
Okay, so first off, let me ask the questions. What's one of the things that really inspired you to make Ether an album?
That was the name that made sense. Because it was like Ness was saying, it's like I'm a jack of all trades, right? So it's like I just can't put everything in one type of thing, but I felt like with this particular album, that's what I did. Like from the fashion, from my my versatility of my artistry as far as like production and stuff like that. It's not just a one sounding album like many albums, right? I showed my range of being a hip hop artist, rapping and whatnot. I showed my R&B side and whatnot. I showed my spoken word side. And I felt like it was an album that I just decided to be, I don't want to say vulnerable, because that's not the word, but transparent is a better term. I wanted people to know who I am, just like, here, this is what you see is what you get, but that's not everything. Right. But I just kind of feel like that particular album, when it comes to level of artistry and all of that, I feel like it can go against quite a bit of stuff. I think it's a little too sophisticated at this point, to be honest with you sometimes.
Okay, now I do have a question. Where does the name Ether come from? Is that your name?
All right, so crazy story. So I actually used to work in corporate America.
Okay.
I haven't worked for anybody in 5 years. I got fired from my last job. They fired me. It was crazy. I was working so hard that day, and they fired me. I was gonna quit anyway, but they fired me 4 months early and stuff. But it all worked out because everything I started doing after that, work was getting in the way anyway. It was crazy. It was the job that I made the most money at ever in life as far as somebody paying me. But then it was just when I started doing my own thing, it was different. But the name Ether. So I used to be a property manager, and I would go into work every day. But this particular day, I go into my office. I had a bunch of work to do. I had a bunch of houses to go look at and inspect. But I was thinking of a new Twitter name. And I had gone through so many production aliases and whatnot. So one day, I went to the office. I think it was a Wednesday, and I was like, Corey Ether, and I don't know why it came to me. It was, and so I called this young lady I used to know, and I was like, yo, what you think of Corey Ether? And she was like, I liked it. So I made it my Twitter name, and I never changed it, and it stuck with me to the point where it was just everybody calls me Ether. So when it came to my fashion, I always thought that when people see you, they base who do you are on what you wearing and stuff like that. They kind of like size you up in a sense, right? So when I first put my first song out, which is called "Shout Out to My Exes," that's when I like put my first like public monetizable song out. I put that out. It was called "Shout Out to My Exes." That's when I first started making like T-shirts and hoodies and stuff. But I didn't want to like have that as like my like wearing it on my sleeve. Like, yeah, shout out to my exes and stuff. Like, I'm hurt.
Right.
'Cause I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? And so I put Ether. At first I was putting Corey Ether. I was like, just Ether, and it's a conversation starter. When people see the colors and they see the name, oh, Ether. People can read sometimes, right? And then they start asking questions. Yo, where is that from? Where did you get that type of thing? And then they started seeing the clothes. They started seeing the socks, the shoes. And it just I was more so thinking of a brand. Shout out to my homie Rufus Sims. He asked me a question. He and I are very good friends, by the way. He has a project coming out.
Okay.
On this coming up Wednesday. Make certain that you get his project on Even, EVEN. It's out. All the money go to him, anyways. That's my
sure.
That's my brother. But he and I are like so cool. Like I remember, like this is like before I was putting out music. He was actually just rapping. He just knew me as a producer. But when I started putting out music, his question was, "Yo, what is your brand?" I couldn't answer the question.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "What does he mean by that?" But now it's like you understand the brand. When you hear Ether, you know it's not just me as a musician or an artist, producer, or an actor, or a fashion designer and stuff, or a father. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna know all of those things, and it's an embodiment of all those things.
So to get into that, when you say you started with Twitter, so Twitter was more popping a little bit back then.
Yeah.
So was this like grammar school coming in? Now you say you working. So were you in high school transitioning to college?
No, this was like after college.
So.
Like, so like in grade school, like I didn't have a name. I just, I would just mess around with it and stuff.
Okay.
And then like in high school, I have an identical twin brother, by the way. Shout out to Brandon. So, I was basically known at the time. I used to make beats on the table.
Okay.
I would get the pencil and the pen or whatever, and I'd be at the lunch table doing it. I'm like freshman year and stuff doing that. And then it kind of transitioned. Like I had a homie, his name is Marcus Mister, and he introduced me to FL Studio, me and my brother.
Okay.
So like this was at a time where it was like I couldn't even get the actual version. I had the demo version, so I couldn't even save all of my projects, right? But I still did not have a name. Like in high school, I think my name was Twin 1 and my brother was Twin 2. Like it was that's I kid you not.
Okay.
So but after that, like then we went to college and stuff. Like I went to Columbia like for like a year.
Okay.
And there, like I met like cool people there and stuff. People I still know to this day. But I think I went by Imitated at that time, and then I think just after that, I think I just played with like different names and stuff. But I think like during those times, like I was doing music more as a hobby when I should have been doing it more full time.
Right.
But I was like more so building as a man. You know what I mean? Like so, it's like it's cool to do this, but you have to like be able to handle your business like as a man. So I feel like, I don't want to say like if this doesn't work out because this is working out, right? This is how I pay my bills. You know what I mean? There are things that I've acquired betting on myself that I was not able to like acquire when I was like working for somebody else and stuff. Like I told somebody earlier today, I was like, yo, I used to dress up, put this resume together to walk into a place and impress somebody enough to for them to tell me how much they go pay me.
Right. So you dressed up as an impersonator to get some money.
Woo!
Okay. So
never
coming
again.
to the dress up, I've been actually looking.
No knock though, because it taught me a lot.
Oh no, definitely. And we had a question for you also. We were looking at some of your videos. You have great visuals and things of that nature.
Thank you, bro.
You have different aspects and different looks out on different versions of yourself.
Yeah.
From the past that we see,
Yeah.
the future that we see, and then also from this realm that we're in now. Seeing that you're able to create a very dynamic background around yourself.
For sure.
So, like, with that dress up going into things, how did that coincide with you actually doing it on camera and actually being able to bring those characters to life on camera?
I think what I cared about most is like I don't walk out the house without my brand on. Period. I haven't done it in years. I don't care if I'm going to the gas station to grab a Russian cream. I'm going to have something that has ether on it. I cannot tell you the last time that I walked out the house without something that had ether on it. Even if I'm dressed up, I have my ether phone case. There's something that has to have my name. I went to my daughter's graduation. Shout out to Sage. That's my baby. Love of my life. She graduated from pre-K the other day. Now, I was dressed nice. I still had the ether bucket on. I had some pink ether socks on because, you know what I mean? My baby's a little lady, you know what I mean? But again, branding is everything. It shows like how serious you take yourself, because I've learned like when you doing what you do, folks will take you as serious as you take yourself.
Right.
That's true.
And I've learned, and so learning that like people don't mind paying the price that I asked for. They don't even question. There's no. It's just like I get it. Like they don't mind paying $120 for my shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because people buy them. They don't mind paying $100 for a bomber. People buy them. You don't mind paying $45 for the fanny pack or $125 for the duffel bag. Like people will pay the price, but they have to see how serious you are with it. Because when people see it, people want to feel exclusive. So they like, damn, I ain't seen nobody with this. So it makes them want to. That makes me want to spend some money on it. People will spend money on what they want to stay on things they want. People will figure it out. So I don't even like go for the whole like, oh, let me lower my price. No.
So my question is, what came up? Who came up with the whole design and everything?
I did.
Really?
Yeah. So it started off like at first again I had just like Corey Ether like on some stuff, and I was like, no, this ain't gonna work. So I will put ether how it is in the block lettering, like I would just put it in solid colors at first. And then one day I woke up out the blue and I said I should just make it with multicolors like it is, like you see. And I literally went and got a snapback made, and I had it embroidered and everything like that. So I just started going crazy with the colors, and I had somebody build a website one day.
Okay.
They built my website, they created my t-shirts and stuff, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then my site got hacked. And this person was supposed to redo everything within a couple of days. They didn't. I kind of fired them. And then I learned how to do everything myself. So everything that you see, I design. So I have like hundreds of pieces that I've designed. I designed an actual Shopify store, the site, like everything. I'm very like hands-on with that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
Thank you.
So you do have unisex clothing, like you said.
Yes.
Also, when it comes to ether, now I know you said it's more of a mixture of everything. It's more of a display of everything too. So, like you say, you do have a daughter, things of that nature. Do you have kids' clothing?
I actually do. Okay. So my daughter, she likes showing, like I have hoodies, I have onesies for the little babies and stuff. I have ether bibs. My daughter, she like loves wearing her like ether stuff to school. I try to like slow her down on it like here and there. Like we go on a field trip, I let her like wear it. She has like a pink ether fanny pack that she wears when she's with me and stuff. But when she's like around like her friends and stuff, she's like, ether.
Yeah.
It's my daddy.
Yeah.
And like then like the kids
support.
Oh man, like the kids in her class like know who I am now. So it's like, well, she just graduated, but they like always use like, oh, there's your daddy, Corey. And I was just like, yo. But nah, yeah, she I do have children's clothing. I wanna like rack up more, but like definitely like t-shirts, hoodies, and then like I said, for the babies we got the onesies and we got the bibs.
So actually, do you know that your face is more recognizable than actually your clothing brand a little bit now? Like people actually knowing, like when they see your clothing, they see your face, they see you as the standpoint too. So I actually got a glimpse of you in the Shy season 5. So
I haven't even seen him.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't even seen it.
I got some people that
see
if you know Big Mouth Bo.
I just seen her the
Yeah,
other week
so-
on set.
so
I'm actually on
shouts out to
season
her.
7. I did season. You saw me on season 5, so I've actually been on there since season 5. So,
Yeah.
so you'll see me on season 6, and I was just on set for season 7 as well.
And what's one of the things that you can say that that you really kind of learned from being around that group of people? Because that cast is so like diverse and amazing.
You know what? I started going like on that particular. Well, I started like I don't want to say my acting journey, but I originally started on Empire.
Okay.
And this was literally this is right around the time I got fired. Like, so like I'm for real. Like, y'all go laugh. Like, for real. Like, so like boom. So I never ever till this day I've never auditioned to try to act for anything. Even like I never did. I typically will get an email and it's like, yo. So how it originally started, this was like July of like 2019, and someone hit me up on Instagram. Her name was Alicia, and Alicia says, "You have a wonderful look." I said, "Thank you." She said, "Would you like to be on Empire?" I was like, "All right, cool." And then that same day I got this email. I had to pick up my dad from the ER because he was fucking around, had vertigo or something like that. So I pick him up and look at the email. I'm like, "Oh, they want me on there next week." So I'm trying to keep it a secret from my job because I'm Corey Ether, but they don't know who I am. I didn't start telling people who I was until like almost close to when I got fired, like within months.
Right.
But for years, like I didn't got over 1 million views for a video on Facebook. I didn't done it. So I'm keeping a low profile with things. I don't even wear my brand for real at my job.
Right.
But later on, I'm like, all right, I got to tell them something.
Right.
So I told my boss, like, look, I got to hit up to be on Empire. Oh, man, that's so exciting. Whole time he fired me a couple months later, but that's cool.
Damn.
A month later, as a matter of fact. But anyway, so I go on set, and it was a super dope experience. Like I met Terrence Howard. Like I'm around these people. I'm having conversations with Terrence Howard and stuff. Like he's telling the people, like, hold on, I'm talking to him like between scenes and stuff. And I'm like, I learned a lot from him just in the short time of speaking to him. Then I got fired a month later. And then I got fired on a Friday. It was August 24th. I'll never forget.
I can see.
And it was a Friday. I never forget. They fired me before lunch. It was crazy as ever, right? Fired me before lunch. The weather was nice that day.
Yeah.
But they fired me and stuff. I went home, and I was kind of like down for a second. And then Sunday comes around. I plug my phone up. I get under the covers. I put my head on the pillow. I get a text message. Hey, Corey, this is such and such from such and such. Can you be on set tomorrow at 6:30 a.m.? I'm like, okay. And I was on set a few times that week alone. So like when I was on TV, I wasn't sitting in front of the TV watching myself. I never do that. It's weird. I don't even listen to my own music a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even though I love my music, but it's just like certain things just kind of fell into place.
Right.
Not saying that I don't work for it or even deserve it, but there are just certain things like you said, my face is more recognizable. You know what I mean? I can be in something and not have to say a word.
Right.
But people just know that I was there.
Right.
So it's pretty cool.
That's dope.
Now I have a question though.
Okay.
When she hit you up on Instagram, did you really think that was legit? Like, how was you not?
I know. I have a like I said, I used to be in corporate America, so I used to work for the government, and I used to find people that didn't want to be found. So I know a lot like about skip tracing and stuff. So I knew who she was, who she said she was, and stuff. Until this day,
because I've been
you know what's crazy? Till this day, her name is Alicia Spearman. Shout out to her. Till this day, I still have not met her. Till this day, I kid you not. So basically, the person that originally referred me to Alicia was shout out to B. Khadiji.
Okay.
B. Khadiji. I have not seen B. Khadiji in years, even before that. But B. Khadiji referred me to Alicia, and Alicia hit me up about Empire.
Okay.
And that pretty much just kicked off my like acting career, if you want to call it. Like, so I've like been on Empire, Southside season 2, The Shy. There's something else I was on. I just did a part in a movie that's going to be coming out soon. It's called The Tunnel. So I did like a prison. I was a prisoner, so I had to do like a combat scene.
So you had to do a cameo of Basically, get into an altercation.
a little bit more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did like I had to take some folks out type stuff.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was dope.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool. So then again, didn't have to say a word, but I got to take people out on camera, take guns.
Jet Li.
break
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Equalizer, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, bet.
So yeah, man, it's I just look at it like I just feel like just doing what you're supposed to do, the right things, just falling into place, the things that are for you, I should say.
Okay.
That's all.
So with some things going on, when you having to take that back home and take a breather, some people have been having certain type of talks on their podcast, you know. So
Yes. So it's I don't know if you. It don't seem like you be on social media too much.
I haven't. So just so y'all know, because I haven't made an announcement or anything like that. So I'm not on Facebook anymore.
oh yeah, I know.
So I haven't been on Facebook in like 2 months.
Yeah, I've tried to find you.
Yeah, people like, dang, you blocked me. Yeah, I'm not on Facebook anymore. You can find me on Instagram, Corey Ether, COREYETHER. But no more Facebook.
What made you delete it?
You know, so I used to like joke around a few years ago, like 3-4 years ago, and I said, yo, there's gonna come a time I'm not gonna be on Facebook anymore. Like I'm not controversial, but I'm very I tell it like it is, respectfully.
I do it now.
And but I do it in ways where it's, you know, people that get it, and the people that are offended, it is what it is.
Right.
So, but no, I don't really like people have, man, even since I've been off of Facebook, people have hit me up like, man, did you hear about such and such? I'm like, damn, okay, this ain't taking no money out of my pocket. They ain't talking about me. No, I ain't hear about it. You know what I mean? So, I found some level of peace and solemn and serenity and not being on Facebook. And again, I want to be on there too, so I can post and people can see like my family, like my daughter and stuff like that. 'Cause I got people I don't call every day, and I can post my daughter and they can see her growing up and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not crazy about people being in my business.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, I found a certain level of again, peace. I might get back on there. It ain't really been a thought. I'll be thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna get back on there today, and I get super busy. I'm like, damn, I'm supposed to get back on Facebook today. Oh well, and
It's gone.
It's yeah. So somebody got beef.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just I'm gonna switch gears real quick.
Okay.
Because I see that I want to ask a man, a guy.
Okay.
So I see a lot of men out here do their little podcast.
Okay, there's a shot. There's a shot. Okay,
So-
we're gonna start off with shots. Okay. Okay. This should be good.
They
All right.
have this conversation, regardless of the fact if you're in a relationship or not a relationship, but you're a man. So they have this conversation of gender roles in their household and a relationship. What a man should bring to the table and what a woman should bring to the table. How do you feel about that?
Are you certain you want to ask me?
I do.
Are you certain you want to ask me that question?
Opinion, yes, it's your opinion. How you feel?
All right.
Because men, so I know some men feel like
Put the hater block.
they should pay this and they should do this.
I'm gonna be real with you. So like my brother and I, my identical twin brother and I, we actually debate about this.
Okay, I want to hear this.
Now, I'm single. I have been for some years. I'm cool with that. My brother's married.
Okay.
He's been married. He and his wife just made 8 years last week.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
So shout out to my brother, his wife, and my niece Ari. They just moved to Texas. Everything, you know what I mean. They got the nice picture. You know what I'm saying? A picture frame, big house, cars, that type of stuff, right? I have been in relationships where I have split the rent. I've also been well, I'm not gonna say relationships because I haven't lived with a bunch of women. I have been in a relationship where I never split the rent. Now to think about it.
What?
I've never been in a relationship where I split the rent.
Okay,
So what you pay
Are
for?
you fronting it?
I'm fronted.
Okay.
I'm sitting here. I'm okay. Like I'm gonna break it down. Like and okay, like I'm sitting here thinking about it. Like I was in a relationship for like almost 8 years. When we moved in together, I was responsible for I took care of the rent.
Right. Okay.
I took care of the rent. She took care of like the utilities and stuff like
Okay,
that.
cool.
But regardless, she never talked to the landlord ever. She never had a reason to. That was me.
Okay.
When it came to payment, when it came to like home improvements, hey, we
Right.
need this fixed. She never had a reason to talk to them, right? But then after that, like I never moved in with a woman. First of all, that's a no. But after that,
Y'all heard that?
we don't do that. We don't ever do that. But I have situations like I've dated and like folks have stayed with me like long periods of time and stuff. But like even with that, like if you move, like a woman moves in with me, I don't require her to pay half of the rent. I really don't even require her to pay half of anything. I do feel like if she's in there, I will, as a woman, as a grown person, I would think that it was something to be in your head to say, I need to contribute something around here.
Right.
You know, good sex only goes so far. I can get that anywhere, right? Even food, I'll cook for myself. Cleaning, I was cleaning before I met you, right? So I say all that to simply say, like, I think it's important to, like, when we talk about this 50-50 stuff, I think people need to be 100 and come with 100.
That's what I agree with too. I don't believe in 50-50. It's 100 and 100.
Come with 100 because honestly, everybody not gonna be 100 all the time.
Absolutely.
And there are gonna be times that if you're not 100, you gonna need to fall back on that person. And it's not gonna feel like such a break to them or inconvenience to them if you fall back because people have their days. Mm-hmm. But if you're both at your A game and y'all both doing what y'all need to do, y'all can be like over straight. Now, that's in a perfect world, right? But say if you're in a situation where it is better to split the bills.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna stunt, yo. I look at splitting the bills different. I don't want to split the bills because that means that I can't afford to be single. People cannot afford to get out of toxic relationships.
No, they can't.
So
I ain't wanna laugh.
So you gotta laugh because
It's true.
And people be like, you. So you see how folks like I've seen some stuff. So it's like one day I want to get married, but I have seen a lot of women are when they don't get their way. I have seen how women can be when they say they love that man out their mouth, but they do other things with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When things get rough, I've seen it.
Right.
So it makes me be like, oh my God, one, I don't ever want her to think I need her. Because I would rather be wanted than needed any day. So it's like if you messing with me, and it's on a certain level, and you got your own stuff going on, and I know you can get anybody, and you mess with me a certain type of way, and I see you're investing in me, I know, like, because again, I'm not going to be up here asking you for stuff. So if I see you coming around me and you're investing in me, whether it's like, hey, babe, I'm on my way. You hungry? You need something? Hey, babe, I got, cool. Like, if you want to come stay at the crib a few days, whatever like that, couple days, cool. Am I going to be staying at your crib like that? Probably not. Doing it or something like, but I'm not great. And it goes back to having space. Like I don't want to see a certain person like every day. I like to miss a person. I need somebody as busy as me.
Okay.
Because you're not gonna talk to me we go hear from me every day. We're not gonna see each other every day though.
Right.
It ain't no.
It's true.
Hope that answered your question though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For
You
sure.
got any more difficult questions?
Yes.
Oh damn, there's more. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
So,
go.
back to dating.
Okay.
Have you ever had to deal with the basically the crowd loving or taking a liking to you more than often, and you might have someone you're dating in the building while you're performing or anything like that? Do they see the things that you go through or what's going around you, and they have negative effects with what you have going on?
So I'm gonna keep a player with you.
Okay.
One, I don't sleep with groupies. I don't care to sleep with women I work with.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had this. Can you cuss on this podcast?
Yes.
Okay. I just think like I have this thing called like superior dick discipline, and I don't want everybody feeling like they had access to me or can have access to me.
I feel that.
So if I do bring a woman in the building, she's typically the baddest woman in the building. Every time. Every time.
Yeah, I feel
now, is
that.
it the same woman? No. But if I bring somebody, when I walk away, they trying to holler. And it happened recently. And I just laugh because I'm not an insecure person, right? But I don't really have like those issues. And then I know how to notice, like, there are certain things I've learned to ask the right probing questions, because I've learned like not everybody's going to be like honest with you for real.
Right.
So I've learned to ask the right questions to get the right answers, because like we all have certain patterns, good ones and bad ones, right? So if I ask the right questions to see where you've come from, it a lot of times kind of paints a picture of where you're going.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't really get into situations where it's like, I'm feeling away. I don't. You know what? I take it back. Women are supposed to do that when you're doing something right.
Do what? Exactly.
When you're doing them right.
Act crazy.
Not act crazy, but they're gonna get a
Protect
little
them,
jealous.
protect them.
Yes. When you, because
It's a natural thing for us.
yes, it's like so me personally, like if she's not saying anything, like nothing,
You got something to worry about.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But no matter how bad she is, like, kid you not, like, I'm just sitting here just thinking, just random, like, yo, like, regardless of them even, like, they knew they was the most beautiful you dig in the room. They weren't even tripping. They like, oh, I wouldn't worry about them hoes. Like,
Right.
they was like, I'm not even phased. I'm like, I know you wasn't. And I'm just like, la, 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 la. And then they would say some old, quote unquote jealousy shit. Yeah, I wish them bitches would look at you again. Like, you know what I'm saying? but I know, but see, I know why they did that. I already know.
I do that shit.
I know, but you know what? I'm good with that because they focus be at the right spot. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even looking over here woo out the bank. If they were, they wouldn't even said that. Now, if you just like a overly just, again, I peep certain things. I don't like to even date women who don't believe in themselves. Like, it's cool to be out here trying to look for love, but I feel like we must love ourselves most first. And I think that people try to feel like they're going to get the love they want by loving somebody else, thinking if they love somebody else enough, they're going to give it. They're going to get it. It don't work that way.
Sure don't.
You'll get taken advantage of that way. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Just one more quick question about relationship, then we done.
You sure?
Have you ever had someone like jealous of your success?
Friend or relationship.
Like
Family,
opposite sex
anything. That sound like 40 people.
It's, you know what?
They could have removed themselves from you. You don't know why, or
You know what? It was this one young lady. Like, I take my time in like any and everything I do, depending on like the type of situation it is. If it's a long term,
relationship.
like like long term, like if I make a decision that has a long term effect. So say if I go like buy a car, okay, I'm not gonna just go see a car and go buy a car. So I had sold a car in December, put it on Facebook Marketplace. It was going like 12 hours. This young lady was just like, when are you gonna buy a car? When are you gonna buy a car? And I'm like, shorty, I get around still. Like I was spending like hundreds of dollars a week on Uber and shit. Not very good to do, but that's what I was doing. I did not want to get I wanted to get what I wanted to get. It took me 6 months to find what I wanted. I could have been got it earlier than that, but I wanted to get what I wanted to get.
Process, right?
I've only seen her one time since I got that vehicle. And when I saw her, she didn't even she wasn't happy. You could just, when somebody's happy for you, and she just was like real cool. Then like the next day, she's like, "Oh, you do have a nice car. Your screen's bigger than mine." I'm just like,
What?
"Oh, but it's nice." I'm just like, "Alright." So to me, and I told my brother about it. My brother's like, man, she a fucking hater. And I was just like,
Definitely a damn hater.
and because I couldn't put my finger on it. I'm like, because in my head, I'm like,
didn't wanna
damn.
take it that
In
way.
my head, I'm like, she was the main one bugging me about buying a car, which ain't had nothing to do with her. She just want me to buy.
She wants you to get a little putt or something to go back and forth. She didn't want you. To
She
get
knew
like-
what type. No, she knew what kind of car I wanted because she even took me to a dealership one time because I went to go check out one, but it wasn't the one I wanted. I was like, this ain't the color I wanted.
So how did she act at the dealership though?
She was trying to push me to like
Get
go
whatever.
ahead and we'll pull the trigger. And I'm just like, I don't think like you. I was like, yo, this is navy blue with tan seat. And I was like, I don't want tan seats with navy blue. I wanted black with red seats.
Right. That's the fuck I want.
Got it.
That's what I'm
Fuck
saying.
it. like.
Fuck is you
I
talking?
feel you.
Are you colorblind, motherfucker?
But what it is that I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because where she is in life or whatever. But again, it was just like one of them things. Like I listen to people when certain. I just peep. I don't even get mad. It just tells me who to stay the fuck from around.
Yeah.
So again, I've only been out there one time.
All right.
Once. No. Like why would I want to be around somebody that's hate? Why would I want to be around somebody that's not cheering for me?
Yeah.
Why like you could have got on this motherfucker and started twerking on it. I don't care. You could have did me a favor and got the windows tinted already. Like
Yeah, sure.
and I was like, I knew it wasn't me. Because every other young lady don't be acting like that.
Right.
They be, hey.
Right.
And again, I'm not. It's I don't take it personal because again, like I told you, I've been in like what's that called, corporate America. So I saw how like in customer service, how if I was dealing with an irate customer, it had nothing to do with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I do want to segue real quick.
Okay.
Shout out to Derek Wealthy Soul, man. We're at Tribe House right now. The beautiful Tribe House. Look at the aesthetics. He actually put this set together, man.
Shouts out Tribe House.
We have the
Yes.
nice mannequin here with the ether fanny pack with the scarf tied like Tupac. We have the painting over here. We have the ether bomber here with a nice DJ controller because I DJ. We do have our keyboard here because we make music and stuff and all that cool stuff. But yes, shout out to Tribe House. Make sure you guys come check us out at Lacuna Lofts on the 4th floor, 2150 South Canal Port. Come host your events, podcasts, all types of cool stuff. Hit myself up or Derek Wealthy Soul on Instagram. All right, y'all
Yes.
go.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is your top 5 favorite artists?
Of all time or right now?
Oh, well, either or, all time.
I like when I listen to music, I like put my stuff like on shuffle.
Okay.
So I'm listening to everybody. Like one moment I could be listening to Top Money and Fat Money. I could be listening to Jacquees. I could be listening to Jamie Foxx. I could be listening to Young Nudie.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I have like a very like because I'm a DJ too,
Okay.
and I DJ like a lot of people don't know that I don't post everything that I do and
Yeah,
everywhere I
that's
be.
what I was about to ask
Yeah, I DJ like pretty much every weekend. I've been a DJ for about 15 years,
Okay.
so I've DJ like mostly like weddings. I DJ everything, weddings, bar mitzvahs, like you name it.
Okay.
So yeah, but not like when I listen to my music, like I literally like have it like on shuffle because I could be like feeling like anything at the moment, and I'm such a musical person where it's just like I just love how everything comes together. You know what I'm saying? Musically, like my mother's a musician. She plays like multiple instruments and stuff, right? And when she's in the car listening to music, she's never listening to music with lyrics. She's always listening to like jazz and just
instrumentals and stuff.
she's till all of this. I get all of that from my mother. You know what I mean? Now the hustle side of me, I get that from my dad, right?
Okay.
But no, like musically, like it could be a little bit anybody. Like I said, it could be Jamie Foxx one moment, it could be Jacquees, it could be Young Nudie, it could be I've been listening to The Dream a lot. I'm a Dream fan. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm a huge Gucci Mane fan.
Yeah.
I've been a Gucci fan since like 2009 for real. Like, so to me, it's like if he drops something new, it's like, yeah, I gotta listen to it. Quincy Jones, I like some Quincy Jones. Like Michael Jackson, I listen to a little bit of everybody.
Okay. Okay, so it's hard to come out with a favorites list right now.
It is. It's impossible.
Okay. Okay. What's top 5 right now for this time and age? Who you putting out there if you could?
As far as who to listen to, or
Just professional wise that you might even want to work with.
Shout out to the homie D Lyles.
Okay.
D Lyles, I think he's Grammy nominated.
Okay.
We're actually setting up a studio session for next week.
Okay.
He actually just opened up for the folks at the R&B tour, R&B Money tour.
Okay.
So he did his thing there. Shout out to D Lyles. I still want to work with my homie Derek Wealthy. So like we both have studios. We just have not found time to do what we need to do, but we will.
Okay.
It's been some years now, but we will.
Okay. Got 3 more.
I would like to work with I wouldn't mind working with Jay-Z
Okay. Okay.
just to kind of see how he works.
Okay.
But I would love to work with Kanye.
Okay.
Now Kanye like probably is a huge one of the biggest influences of like everything that I do. Like from music to the fashion aspect of things to not letting people dictate what you want out here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Okay. And then one more.
One more. I would want to work with K Camp.
Okay. Okay.
K Camp is a huge, yeah.
Yeah, he took over the South for about 4 years.
For sure, man. I think a little longer than that. Super dope.
Yeah.
Dope talent.
Okay, okay. So to tap in with your DJing and just knowing those people are your favorites and stuff like that, people you would want to work with and things of that nature.
Okay.
You would say you've been DJing 15 years. Did DJing really help transition into doing the whole producing thing as well? Because
it was the other way around.
Have a good ear. Okay, so producing really engineered more the DJing.
Well, I think I'm sorry. So it wasn't the DJ that came in first. So pretty much how it worked is that I started like writing and stuff like that at first, right?
Okay.
Like just write rhymes and stuff, and then I got into production, and then DJing became a situation where it was on accident.
Okay.
The person that kind of taught me, that kind of inspired me to DJ, is my homie K Blaze. May he rest in peace.
Okay.
He stayed like a block away from me. He was like a year older than me, and I remember him DJing since he was like 10 years old. And one day, I was working like in the mortgage business and stuff, and I was making cool money and stuff. But I was like, I need some more money, so I'm like on Craigslist looking for like a part time, whatever.
Okay.
And I found a company that they were mobile DJing company. They trained me how to like DJ weddings. They put me up on a bunch of like older music, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like DJing like white weddings and stuff like that for real. That's where they was paying the most, right? So I was literally doing, damn, that was horrible. Black folks pay too. This was years ago, people.
No, it's true though.
I'm sorry. So so yeah, so I was DJing like doing tri-state. I was doing Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana.
Okay.
I would DJ pretty much every weekend. It was cool, right? They tried to sell me the company because like when I ended up getting fired. I didn't get fired. I got laid off.
Damn, you got fired a lot.
Nah, bro, I did. But I I got laid off from this mortgage company I was working for. I was working there like for a couple of years, and
Okay.
I was actually a manager there. They promoted me because like I used to get on the phone and be the salesperson and stuff like that. And then like one time like my number just got so bad, and it was like, yo, he's bored, and they instead of firing me, they promoted me.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, cool. And the dude that used to be my boss, he couldn't fire me no more. we had the same job, and I was getting paid just as much as him, if not more. But anyway, but when I got let go from that, I was still working for the DJ company.
Okay.
And they knew that I had an extensive sales background, so they ended up hiring me as a sales manager for them. So it was a time where they had like close to $500,000 in sales. I was responsible for a lot of that because I was the person cold calling and calling different clients and potential clients and getting them to sign and say, yeah, we'll put this money down XYZ woo, for something a year from now. But I do all of that stuff for myself now.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's dope. So, man, jack of all trades, fashion designer, music producer, DJ, recording artist, also your own self-model, father, business entrepreneur. Also got some hands tied and some other things going on. So it seems like Corey Ether's got the world going around and people just starting to notice that ether. They really getting to understand that ether. So the project that you put out, Ether,
Never
has
looked at
been
it that
spreading
way.
it.
I never looked at it that way.
Okay.
I never did, actually.
Yeah, you oozing everywhere, dog.
Okay.
So you put out the project Ether. You, like we said, we went through a couple of songs that you had titled on there, Brown Skin, Don't Miss Your Beat, things of that nature.
Well, so I'm assuming y'all both listened to the album.
Yeah.
I'm assuming y'all did. Do y'all have a favorite song that like sticks out to you all at all?
My bag. That's what I was about to ask you. I was about to talk to you about that.
Okay,
So
talk
what
to
the
me.
fuck is in this bag?
I don't really tell everybody that.
It's like you threatening them. Don't make me go in this bag.
So that song is 3 years old.
Okay.
So, funny story. I had just got in. I was in Atlanta because I was doing some production work for B.O.B.
Okay.
a few years back.
B.O.B.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And I co-produced like 24 tracks for him, or whatever, like from a span of maybe like 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
But I come back and I was just feeling inspired. But I made the beat, but I didn't write it. I had the hook in my head. So one night the house was clear, and recording late at night is like the perfect time to record for me. I make beats during the day, I record at night, and I just started like freestyling and stuff, and it was just something I knew that was cool. I wanted to keep around and stuff, and it was just I want to shoot a video for it, so I just want to wait. I wasn't like I could have went and shot like a $300 video. I just like my videos are pretty expensive. Like I haven't shot my last 3 videos or 4 videos have been like about $3-4 grand. Just like with everything.
Who come up with the concept of your video?
Well, I typically like to come up with concepts.
Okay.
I like to be very hands-on. But as far as people shooting it, like shout out to 4 Eyes Films, my homie Deuce, shout out to TV. I've even worked with my homie Raw Ruler. I worked with Billy Calk before. I worked with Billy Calk like before he was working with like FBG Duck and stuff like that. So it was but I would typically have a concept, and then I would like to work with like the right videographers or engineers and let them just help me paint that picture for everybody, right? But concept wise, I like to be the person to come up with concepts a lot of times because I like to just be over the top as much as possible. Because I would rather do that to the point where like the music videos that you've seen that I've already done, I can put those out today and still is going to do certain things, right? That's what I care about, longevity. So if I got to wait for a second to get the right budget to do something even more extreme and extravagant, I'm going to do that.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
dope.
y'all go see my bag one day when you least expect it.
Okay. So we got the boy Corey Ether right here on Talking Mess with Ness. You already know how we coming, man. We came with a lot of intelligence with this guy here. Also with a lot of dynamics around his companies, things of that nature. Also, we got to get to know Corey Ether, some of the things, how he thinks, how he breaks things down, how he's engineering on these different platforms, and also monetizing all these platforms. So where can we find you on Instagram? Because no more Facebook.
Yeah, no more Facebook. You can find me on TikTok.
Okay.
I'm barely on there though.
Okay.
Corey Ether, CoreyEther. You could Google me. You can find me on all streaming platforms. Check out my videos and stuff on Instagram. Again, shout out to Tribe House. Again, we're over here at Lacuna Lofts, 2150 South Canal Port. Shout out to Derek Wealthy Soul and the entire team. Shout out to Ness. Shout out to Benji. Thank you guys for having me. I know it's like years in the making and stuff, man. So I'm really happy that we finally got this together, man.
Now, also, before you go, where can they find your clothing brand, your line?
I do have a website. It's on Shopify. It's all in my link.
Okay.
Link
All
in my
links in the
bio. All link in the bio. I got a link tree and all that. You can look at everything. I'm actually updating the site, so it'll be up tomorrow or something like that.
For sure.
None major.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm surprised y'all only had 2 dating questions. Dang. Okay. That's what's up.
No,
questions you want to
we ain't want to go too deep because we don't want to spoil what might be upon you.
I'm good.
I don't typically because I don't know you on a personal level. So like if I know somebody, then I go like deep into it.
Somebody might learn something today.
That's true.
I'm like, yeah, you guys want to ask me some questions? I mean,
have you dated anybody that's another artist?
Now when you I haven't.
Okay.
I don't work with people I work with. I've never worked with her.
Okay.
I haven't messed with anybody.
Okay.
I just, no disrespect. I could do better.
Woo! This is talking mess with Ness.
Not like it's not a shot.
Sure.
But it's not a shot. Like just because I'm not interested doesn't mean you're not worth something to somebody.
Right.
But it's just one of them things where it's just like seeing how certain folks move.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want them talking about what we did.
Right. Yeah.
To everybody.
Yeah.
Now a quick question, if you want to put it out there. How old are you?
I'm an adult.
You're 30.
I'm an adult.
Oh, so you okay?
I'm an adult.
So I hope you're not dating nobody very, very young. Because usually women like that do talk. You know what I'm saying?
They all talk.
Yeah.
You think so?
I know so.
Very seasoned.
They can't. They go talk. And
might not be to you.
And they go talk. And don't tell the right girlfriend because a girlfriend gonna want to find out too. I'm trying to look. What other questions you got?
Right. This is why we ain't go too deep on that.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, they go talk. It doesn't matter how old. I'm trying to tell you. Like age. It's not even about age or whatever like that. I have like age limit ranges or whatever you want to call it. But again, still, I've met younger women that act more mature than older women.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But they all go talk, especially if it's something they ain't had before.
Right. True. Yeah, you're a rare specimen, my friend. So, right here, talking mess with Ness. I'm the boy, Benji Promos. This is Vanessa Ness, the one and only.
The one and only.
My boo. Yeah, I mean. And then also we got Mr. Corey Ether in the building.
Thank y'all for having me. Please don't beat me up. And please don't beat me up in the DMs, the comments.
For sure.
They asked me the questions. I just gave them the answers. You know what
Mr. Ether. If you didn't know.
No problem.
Thank you.
Probably y'all have me.